So since the race, I've been doing a whole lot of nothing. Well, not nothing, but certainly not running. That effort took more out of me than I was expecting it to. I was pretty smashed and hobbling around for longer than I'd like to admit. I've been taking it really easy, maybe going for the occasional walk, but mostly just sitting around enjoying my time off. With only rest on the calendar, I took some time to enjoy some of the simple pleasures. I slept in past the usual 5 AM alarm. I watched a whole lot of Netflix, although I do that anyway. And I pulled out a few of my favourite photo books and just enjoyed spending time with the images. We ate some great food, heading to our favourite restaurants, and indulged in a few too many sweets. But hey, I'm recovering, right? I need all the calories I can get. So after a couple of weeks of taking it really easy, I laced up my running shoes and I got back into training. I think I was really lucky after the race not to have any serious issues because it was a particularly hard day out. I did roll my ankle early on, but although it felt very serious at the time, in the hours during the race after and the weeks after, I didn't feel any soreness or pain there, so I think the trail gods blessed me with that one. My hamstring and knee issues that I had going into the race also didn't get any worse, but I made sure to give them some really good rest in the weeks after. Took me about 2 weeks of just doing absolutely nothing to feel like myself again. My legs were kind of locked in the same position for days after the race, and my lungs and heart were struggling for a week or two after. So it took me a while to get back to baseline, and then I started with a couple of really easy walks and then slowly brought the running back in, making sure I'd have a couple of rest days after, just to not introduce any more issues because couldn't there be anything worse to get injured again. So got back into the running, used some of my weights here, and I'm still using them to address some of the issues I have and get much stronger. I think that's going to be very important in the future. And also getting on the bike as well, just to really reduce that impact. So I think I got to a point where I was running a normal schedule again, 3 or 4 times a week, and I felt up to going out on a bit of a longer adventure. The weather was cooperating with me, and we had a very sunny weekend very recently, so I decided to go out to Mount Taramai, which is kind of this big volcanic looking mountain near Lake Shikotsuko, and I had my first long run back, so really enjoyed that, and I'll show you some footage from it now. So I've just driven out here to Mount Taramai, which is near Lake Shikotsuko, which is about 2 hours away from Kuchan, and going to go on a bit of a hike. Just nice and easy today, just getting back into things, and it's super busy. There's cars all the way down this road, so it's actually going to be a bit of a walk up to the trailhead, and then we'll get up onto the mountain, but it's absolutely beautiful up there, so looking forward to it. It's going to be my first time here in nice weather. I've been here when it was super cloudy before, so I'm excited to see what it's actually like. So let's let's get packed together and head up there. So it was a pretty tough day out at Mount Taramai, and it was probably right at the upper limits of what I was ready for. It was very hot, and I had to park a long way from the trailhead because it was so busy. So that added on, a few more kilometers than what I was expecting, but ultimately, an absolutely stunning day, and to see that mountain and to run those trails for the first time was really something quite spectacular. So I'm very happy I went out and did that. Since then, I've just been consistent with my training, and I've been slowly building up the distance and intensity, as well as keeping a very close eye on my gym routine and very slowly increasing weights and reps. And I think I'm in a really good place. I've decided to forego any runs or challenges I wanted to do for the time being. I really just want to focus on my running one day at a time, make sure I'm in a good place, and just be really consistent with it. I don't want to be stressing out about something in the future, trying to achieve a goal and get injured again. I want to get to a really good place where I'm fit and comfortable, and then focus on something that I know I'll have some success in doing. So that's where I'm at in terms of training this summer, and I'm feeling really good about things. As for what is coming up in the future, I have a really, really exciting trip to Europe in a couple of months. Some very close friends of mine who live in England are going to get married on Lake Como, so I'm going to head over there with a couple of friends from Australia, and as a bit of a side journey beforehand, we're going to do some trail running and hiking in Switzerland and Italy, and then head back to Lake Como for the wedding. We'll then have a little bit of a rest in Greece afterwards. So I haven't been to Europe since I was super, super young, and since I've become a huge trail running fan and trail runner myself, looking at the Dolomites and some other places in Switzerland has just always been on my bucket list to go and run. So I'm really, really excited to go over there and run it and experience it, and also take some videos over there. So that's kind of the next thing I'm focusing on, practicing my video making skills, and also just making sure I'm fit and healthy so I can really take advantage of it. And then we're going to have an absolutely amazing experience watching two of my friends get married. So yeah, that's the next big thing on the schedule. And you know, for the rest of the summer, we're just enjoying the outdoors, barbecues with friends, and the Japanese matsuris or festivals are back on. They took a bit of time off during COVID, but yeah, they're here again, and we just went to one recently, and it was absolutely awesome. So I'll leave you with some of that, and yeah, I'll catch you on the next one.